Welcome to our pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for a highly anticipated rematch in our main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Elliott's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him. Crawford's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here.
All right, fellas, let's have a good
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. Defensively, I'm assuming the taller fighter in this matchup tonight really has to be conscious of protecting his body, Teddy.
You know, Joe, that's a great point. We think about the taller guy only being vulnerable to the chin if the shorter man gets in. But if you're tall, there's a lot of long and usually lean body to attack.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. A good block. Halfway through this round here. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. There it is! Crawford's crushed by a big left hand. Crawford's just creating a little bit of real estate for himself. Able to show you his blocking ability. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. 10 seconds remaining in this round.
Nice work. Nice work. He can't have to squeeze you too much. Keep it up.
Hands up. Hands up.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Okay, listen. I need you to throw 3 punches.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Gets rid of that effort. Comes right back at him with a left hand. What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it.
There it is! Elliott's crushed by that, and he is down.
Gotta protect
able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving. But if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Crawford. 10 clicks of the talk. Crawford's gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body. Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head. Then...
So here we are, all wondering, can he... 5, the start of this round, after the way we saw him go down in that last round.
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Elliott stunned and staggered. Good defensive skill. And now he's having his way with the jab. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Blocks that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Elliott. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Crawford. Crawford's corner has to feel good about what they just saw. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent. And Teddy, I mean, there are a lot of facets as to how you score a round. But at the end of the day, most people are going to go with the guy who landed more punches in a clean, effective way.
Yeah, exactly, especially if the other guy is not throwing enough. And right now, that's what's going on.
Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches, not keep them away. You gotta give me enough jab. You're not giving me enough.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But What you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Elliott. Wow, is he defensively sound. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Oh! Elliott's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Elliott's now having to deal with a bloody nose, and that can be a real distraction, especially when it comes to your breathing. Able to show you his blocking ability. Last 10 seconds. Crawford's going with a very efficient work rate in that last round. He chose his spots carefully, Teddy.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. And that's what the judges are supposed to be looking for. You know, not just be overtaken by a guy just going out there like a Mad Hatter and just throwing punches, but placing the punches, strategically putting them in the right spots. Good job.
Keep your hands up. Let's get on that swelling.
Body shot, body shot.
So here we are, a new round underway. And in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Crawford's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Crawford's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
There it is! Elliott's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Nice block. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special effects have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Bad Intentions. Crawford's trying to create some space. You can see how he's going about it there. And for the second time tonight, he goes down. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Crawford's doing an extraordinary job of never giving his opponent the chance to get back in this fight. Just like we saw in that last round there, he's way up on your scorecard.
Yeah, I have way up, and more importantly, you touched on it. It's the kind of fight he wants. You know, it's in his element. It's sort of in his pool, so to speak, his waters. You know, it's an outside fight. It's a jabbing fight, everything he likes.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do...
Oh, Elliott's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Well-placed 3 punches landing by Bad Intentions. Crawford's making for a clinic here in combination punching.
Well, the first couple punches here, Joe, they're throwaway punches to really set up the payoff down the road. You see the third punch, the fourth punch, the fifth punch. They're the ones that wind up landing.
He returns the favor with an uppercut. He engages in the clinch. Halfway through this round, a headshot blocked. Able to dismiss it. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Crawford's coasting his way towards a victory here. That round comes to an end, and yet another round that you got to mark down on your scorecard for him.
Yeah, the only way he loses now is if he's a glutton. You know those guys, you've seen them, Joe, they're on our crew. They stay at the table too long. They don't know when to push away from the table, you know? Well, he's got to push away from the table right now. If he does that, hey, this is in the bank.
Don't walk into him without throwing him out. Listen, when he reaches in, let that right hand go, all right?
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. Oh, and there you go. Elliott's been stunned. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or two away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
Keep working the body.
He comes back with the left hand again. Elliott's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
Yeah, it's just not moving his head. And you know, the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, your handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
Crawford's just being smart on the outside. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight.
Keep your head moving. Keep your head moving.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Back and forth exchange. staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Crawford's in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Watch him take his jab. Throws a jab, parry it away, and you'll have it. Hey, you got that?
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Elliott's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away. So as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Elliott. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds. Oh, Elliott's been stunned. Oh boy, he is stunned badly. He is staggered and hurt and could go down. Teddy, what do you got to be yelling for encouragement if you're the corner?
Well, if it was a baseball game, I'd be yelling for rain. Right now, I want this stopped. But what he has to really get is a way to clinch.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Elliott. There it is. Elliott's almost out of it there. He was stunned. And there's the bell. He is saved by the bell. Oh, boy, Teddy, he's in a world of hurt now. Only 60 seconds in front of him.
And you know what? Less than 60 seconds. It took him 5 seconds to get him on that stool. So right now, they can't concentrate just on telling him things, and he needs to be told why he got hit. But they got to get ice on him, and they got to, right now, they have to revive him.
The 9th round of this good fight. Crawford's got us wondering if he can end the fight in this round. He almost did so in the last round. He really hurt his man.
Yeah, but he's not really a finisher. That's the thing. We're going to find out whether or not he changes his disposition tonight, you know, whether or not he acts a little bit differently.
Good job protecting himself. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Crawford. Parries that punch intended for the head. A good block. Crawford's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Elliott's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. Crawford's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down And the 10th count was administered. Crawford's your winner, and that means still champion of the world.
A flawless performance.
Eccentricity in my ways to equal. I hear them all say that I got off on not everything that it takes. Take my mind, find out my soul. Tell you I got fire, I won't tell it for no way, bro.